is JJ from CoComelon.
And I'm Dora from Headspace. And this is Wiggle to Wind Down,
Where we wiggle and stretch and take cozy deep breaths. Let's get ready for our story quest. Tonight's story is The Ocean Toy Museum.
Hey friends, it's me, Dora.
And me, JJ. Dora, can I tell our friends about tonight's story?
You sure can.
It's about a special place under the ocean where beach toys go when they accidentally get left behind.
That's right, JJ. I can't wait to read it. But first, let's remind our friends how we get ready for a story.
We do 3 things to get ready.
That's right. First, we wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Then we stretch big. And last, we get cozy and take deep, sleepy breaths.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stretch. Cozy deep breaths.
That's it, JJ.
Do you know my favorite part?
Is it the sleepy stars?
Yes! When we finish a step, we get a sleepy star. It sounds like this.
And once we've heard all 3, it's time for me to read tonight's story. The Ocean Toy Museum. All right, friends, are you ready to get our first sleepy star?
Yeah!
Great! First, we need to find a comfy spot on the floor with room to wiggle.
Okay, Dora. I'm comfy on the floor and ready to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All right. In tonight's story, there's a blue and yellow fish. What do you think a blue and yellow fish sounds like underwater?
Ooh, maybe like this. Blub, 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 blub. Blub, 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 blub.
I love that. Let's all pretend to be a blue and yellow fish. Use your quietest voice and say, blub, 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 blub.
Blub, blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub. I'm a blue and yellow fish.
Do you hear that music? It means
It's time for a wiggle party.
that's right. You know who else is in tonight's story? A sea turtle. Sea turtles are big, gentle animals that swim in the ocean. They have a round, hard shell like a big backpack and flippy-floppy arms called flippers. Let's pretend to be sea turtles. Let's stretch our arms out wide like big flippers. Now we can flap our flippers up and down.
My turtle flippers are so big.
Wonderful, JJ. Now, let's bend side to side, like we're swimming through the ocean.
Then side to side. I'm a big sea turtle swimming in the ocean.
And stop.
Woo! I love getting all our wiggles out.
Me too, JJ. Now, in tonight's story, our sea turtle has a friend. Her name is Miss Octavia.
She's an octopus. And an octopus has 8 legs.
You're right, JJ. An octopus is a soft and squishy sea creature with 8 long legs. Let's pretend we're Miss Octavia the octopus.
And we can count our 8 legs.
Great idea. Let's all lie down on the floor. We can lie on our backs so we can wiggle our legs like an octopus. Once you're safely on the ground, lift one foot and pretend you're wiggling it in the water.
Wiggle one.
Now, lift your other foot and wiggle.
Wiggle two.
Great job, little octopuses. Keep lifting your feet. One foot. Now the other. One foot. Now the other. Count all 8 of your octopus legs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Almost there.
7, 8. We did it! Did you hear that? That sound means we got our first sleepy star.
We sure did. We're one step closer to tonight's story. Let's all slowly stand back up on our feet so we're ready for the next sleepy star. Friends, do you remember what we do to get our next sleepy star?
Yeah! We stretch our bodies really big.
That's right. Let's stretch like the sea turtle in tonight's story. Slowly reach one flipper arm up, high above your head. Now the other flipper arm. Stretch it up, gentle and slow.
Gentle and slow.
Now, let both flippers float back down softly to your sides, like they're floating in the ocean. Fantastic! Let's pretend we're giving our sea turtle a big hug, stretching our flipper arms out wide as you can. Reach, and a big sea turtle hug.
Big sea turtle hug.
Wonderful. If you want, now you can hug your grown-up, your stuffed animal, or wrap your flippers around yourself.
I'm giving myself a big sea turtle squeeze.
Great job, JJ. Now it's time to get cozy. Let's lie down or snuggle into your comfiest spot. Maybe that's your bed or a nap mat.
I'm cozy in my bed. My teddy bear Boba is too.
Did you hear that? We got our second sleepy star.
Just one more, and then it's time for tonight's bedtime story.
Let's do our cozy deep belly breaths. You can place your hands on your belly to feel it rise like a balloon if you want.
You can do it too, Boba. We're ready.
Okay. Let's pretend like we're a blue and yellow fish blowing long, slow bubbles. Deep breath in and out.
In and out.
Another breath in and out.
In and out.
You did it, friends. You got all 3 sleepy stars.
Now our whole body is ready to hear tonight's story.
Before we begin tonight's story, you can close your eyes if you'd like. But if your eyes aren't ready to close just yet, that's okay too. You can keep them open and listen quietly with your ears.
I'm all ready to listen, Dora.
That's great, JJ. This story is called The Ocean Toy Museum. JJ and his friend Cody had the best day at the beach. The sun was warm, the sand was soft, and the waves were cool and splashy. They built sandcastles, dug big holes, and ate snacks. Strawberries, string cheese, and fish crackers. Now, the breeze felt a bit cooler. The sky was turning pink, and it was time to go home. JJ walked to the car with his mom and dad. On the way, he saw a little red shovel in the sand. It wasn't his. It wasn't Cody's. But it was someone's. JJ wondered, what happens to beach toys that accidentally get left behind? Have you ever been to the beach and brought a toy? Maybe a red shovel or a big beach ball that bounced across the sand. Sometimes toys get left behind. Nobody means to leave them behind. It just happens. And when it does, a big wave gently rolls in, scoops up the toy, and carries it to its new home. The toys float and bob and roll and drift until they reach a quiet place. Deep, deep, deep under the sea. A place just for toys. It's called the Ocean Toy Museum. One day, a teacher named Miss Octavia and her student came to visit the museum. Miss Octavia was a purple octopus with 8 wiggly legs. She wore round glasses and had a kind voice. Her student was a little blue and yellow fish named Guppy. Guppy had teeny flippers and a swishy tail. Miss Octavia and Guppy were there to see Scooter, a sea turtle who took care of all the toys at the Ocean Toy Museum. Scooter wore a green bow tie that wobbled when he swam. And he had a name tag that said Scooter, because his name was Scooter. Scooter the sea turtle saw Miss Octavia the octopus and Guppy the blue and yellow fish swimming up to the museum. He waved his flipper to say hi to them. Miss Octavia waved back. Guppy the blue and yellow fish gave a quiet, happy blub, blub, blub. "Hi, Scooter," said Miss Octavia. "We're excited for our special visit." Scooter smiled and said, "I'm so happy you're here." Then he led them through the big floating seaweed doors and into the Ocean Toy Museum. The toy museum's walls were made of pink an orange coral. The water inside was calm and clear, with teeny bubbles that floated to the surface. The first toy was just up ahead. It was bright orange and round and flat, like a big pancake. "This is an orange frisbee," said Scooter the sea turtle. "Kids use it as a special plate for spaghetti." Guppy the blue and yellow fish stared at the orange frisbee. It did sort of look like a big orange plate. Miss Octavia gently smiled. "It's definitely an orange frisbee," she said kindly. "But I think kids use it to throw and catch in the air." Scooter nodded. An orange frisbee for throwing and catching and eating big bowls of spaghetti. Miss Octavia smiled. The three swam a little deeper into the museum. The next toy was red, with a handle and a little scoop. "This is a red shovel," Scooter said proudly. "Kids use it to eat big bowls of ice cream for dessert." Guppy stared at the red shovel. It did sort of look like a big red spoon. Miss Octavia gently smiled. "It's definitely a red shovel," she said kindly. "But I think kids use it to dig in the sand." Scooter nodded. A red shovel for digging in the sand and eating big bowls of ice cream for dessert. Miss Octavia smiled. The three swam even deeper into the museum. The next toy was round and squishy with stripes. A red stripe, a blue stripe, a yellow stripe, and a white stripe. Scooter yawned and covered his mouth with his flipper. All this swimming made him sleepy. "This is a beach ball," yawned Scooter. "Kids use it as a pillow when they want to take naps on the beach," he said with another sleepy yawn. Guppy the blue and yellow fish also yawned while he stared at the beach ball. It did sort of look like a pillow. Miss Octavia smiled gently and said, "It's definitely a beach ball, but I think kids use it to play catch in the water." Scooter nodded. A beach ball for catch in the water. He yawned again. And for beach naps. Finally, Scooter the sea turtle, Miss Octavia the octopus, and Guppy the blue and yellow fish reached the quietest part of the museum. The water moved even slower here. The light was dim and soft. Guppy saw something floating in the middle of the room. It looked like eyeglasses, but the lenses were a little bit darker. Miss Octavia whispered, "Those are sunglasses. They help keep the sun out of your eyes." Guppy nodded and stared at them. A soft beam of light shimmered through the water. It bounced off the shiny sunglasses and made a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. The colors sparkled and danced in the water. Scooter, Miss Octavia, and Guppy floated very still, watching the rainbow. They stayed very quiet, peacefully looking at all the beautiful colors in the Ocean Toy Museum.